Have you ever stopped to marvel at the world around you? Every tree, every bird, every tiny drop of rain. Have you ever considered how it all came to be? Psalm 33 invites you to pause and take in creation, to feel a sense of awe not just at its beauty, but at the love and power behind it. Right now, I'm inviting you to trust, to rejoice, and to celebrate, because my presence is woven into every corner of your life. It's a reminder that I'm not distant or unreachable. I am right here, involved in every detail, holding you in my love and offering you a foundation that will never fail you. Psalm 33 begins with a call to sing and shout for joy. It doesn't say, sing if you're feeling happy, or shout if you've had a good day. No, it simply says, sing joyfully. In every season, whether it's one of laughter or struggle, I invite you to open up and let your spirit respond with joy. Sometimes you might feel that your song has to be perfect for it to be meaningful, but that couldn't be further from the truth. I'm not listening for a flawless tune. I'm listening for your heart. Psalm 33 even encourages you to sing a new song. Every day brings new mercies, new chances to see me in your life, and new ways for you to reflect my love back to the world. I love the old songs too, the traditions and melodies you've sung time and again, but don't be afraid to try something fresh. Maybe that means a new perspective, a fresh way to connect with me, or a different approach to loving others. There's something beautiful about a heart that embraces renewal and lets itself grow, change, and sing a new song in a world that can feel so repetitive. So, go ahead, try something new, even if it feels a little uncomfortable. Step into that new joy I have for you. Psalm 33 reminds you to look up and remember who I am. I'm the creator of everything you see, everything that brings you wonder and fills your heart with awe. By my very word, the heavens were made, and by the breath of my mouth, stars filled the sky. I didn't have to check a plan, consult a blueprint, or second-guess myself. My word was enough to bring the universe into being. It's amazing, isn't it? From the vastness of space to the smallest details of your life, I am there, sustaining it all with love and power. But this creation wasn't just a display of power for power's sake. Each piece was crafted with love and intention. I created mountains for their strength, oceans for their depth, and the gentle flow of rivers for their peace. And then, I created you. Every detail of who you are, your laughter, your kindness, your strength, is a part of my design. When you look around and see beauty, when you feel the warmth of the sun or the calm of a gentle breeze, know that those moments are gifts from me. They're little reminders of my presence, of my love, of my joy in creating a world that you could explore, enjoy, and find comfort in. Psalm 33 also asks you to remember something important about trust. It's easy to look at the things around you and start to lean on them for stability. Money, jobs, relationships, talents, all of these feel like strong foundations, don't they? But here's a truth I want you to remember: even the strongest things in this world can fail. Psalm 33 says, "No king is saved by the size of his army, no warrior escapes by his great strength." Think about that. Even the most powerful armies, the bravest warriors, can't guarantee safety or peace. When you're feeling tempted to place your hope in things that seem secure, like your career or even your own plans, take a step back and remember who I am. I'm not here to judge you for wanting security or stability. That desire is natural, and I put it in your heart for a reason. But true peace, the kind that can't be shaken by any circumstance, only comes when you trust me fully. I am the solid rock that won't move when life's storms hit. Put your faith in me, and I'll be your anchor, your stronghold, the one who steadies you when everything else feels uncertain. Psalm 33 reminds you that I'm always watching over you, guiding you with a love that never falters. My eyes are on those who look to me, who hope in my unfailing love. I'm not distant, not removed, but intimately involved in your life, right here, right now. I see the parts of you that are hurting, the places where you feel weak, and I am offering you my strength. When you're feeling like you're facing a battle too big for you to handle, remember, you're not fighting alone. I am here, fighting for you, walking with you, and holding you in my arms. Waiting can be one of the hardest things for anyone, can't it? You live in a world that values speed and instant results, one where waiting feels like a waste of time. But when I ask you to wait, it's never wasted. Psalm 33 says, "Our soul waits for the Lord. He is our help and our shield." Waiting on me is an invitation to let go of control and let me work in ways you might not see right now. In the waiting, I am shaping, healing, and preparing you for something good. It might not feel fast, but my timing is always perfect. Even though you can't see everything I'm doing, trust that I'm working things out for your good. If you could see what I see, you'd know that sometimes the delays, the pauses, the moments when nothing seems to be happening, they're all part of my plan. Waiting is a chance to draw closer to me, to lean into my promises, and to deepen your trust in ways that only waiting can do. And here's the best part. While you're waiting, you're never alone. Psalm 33 promises that my unfailing love is always upon you, covering you, surrounding you. Imagine my love as a warm blanket, a shield, a light in the darkness. No matter what comes your way, my love won't fail you. There's nothing too big, too broken, or too lost that my love can't reach. So today, take a moment to let go of the things that are weighing you down. Release your worries, your need for control, and trust that I've got it covered. Place your hope in me, and let your heart feel light, joyful, and free. Choose trust over fear, and faith over worry. And remember, my love for you is unshakable, unchanging, and ever-present. Let it fill your heart, and let it be the song that carries you through every season, every challenge, and every joy. You are my beloved, and I am here with you, always. Asterisk, do not fret because of those who are evil or be envious of those who do wrong. Asterisk, that's how Psalm 37 opens. Right away, I'm telling you to let go of that tension, that frustration. Don't get all wound up when you see people who seem to be winning by doing the wrong things. I know it's hard, but remember, appearances can be deceiving. It might look like they're living the good life, but I promise you, that's temporary. I'm inviting you to turn your eyes to me, to rest in knowing that my plans for you are more solid than anything you could ever chase on your own. Let's get real about trust. Psalm 37 says, asterisk, trust in the Lord and do good, dwell in the land and enjoy safe pasture. Asterisk, trust isn't just about saying, yes, God, I trust you, and then stressing out in secret. It's about letting that trust sink down deep into your everyday life. When I say do good, I'm not just giving you a to-do list, I'm calling you to live freely, to let that trust overflow into kindness, patience, and love for others. Think of it like this: when you put your heart in my hands, you'll find that you're able to live with a joy and a peace that nothing can take away. Now, here's something I want you to remember. Asterisk, take delight in the Lord, and He will give you the desires of your heart. Asterisk, delight, That's a big word, isn't it? It means finding joy in me, spending time with me, letting my love fill your heart. You see, when you let me into your heart in a real way, something beautiful happens. Your heart starts to change. You'll find that the things you want, the things you truly desire, align with the goodness I have planned for you. It's like we're moving in sync, and my dreams for you start to become your dreams too. So, delight in me. Let that love grow and watch what I can do with your heart. Let's talk about commitment. Psalm 37 says, commit your way to the Lord, trust in Him and He will do this. Commitment can feel like a big step, and I get it. It's putting your future in my hands, letting go of that I've got this attitude. But that's exactly where freedom lives. When you commit your life to me, you're letting go of the pressure to control everything. You're saying, God, I'm going to do my best, but I'm going to let you take it from here. And here's the best part, I don't take that trust lightly. I promise to walk with you, to guide you, to help you in ways you might not even see right now. Now, you might be thinking, but God, what about all the struggles, all the times I feel like I'm failing? Let's face it, life's not always smooth. But remember what Psalm 37 says, the Lord makes firm the steps of the one who delights in Him. Though he may stumble, he will not fall, for the Lord upholds him with His hand. There will be times when you stumble, when things don't go as planned. But I'm not asking you to be perfect. I'm asking you to let me hold you up. When you fall, my hand is right there to catch you, to lift you up, and to help you keep going. And here's something I want you to know about waiting. I see you waiting for answers, for change, for breakthroughs. Waiting isn't easy, I know. But Psalm 37 reminds you to be still before the Lord and wait patiently for Him. I'm asking you to trust that even in the waiting, I am working. That quiet place, the stillness, those are moments where I am shaping you, preparing you, and teaching you to rely on me even more deeply. So don't rush it. Take a breath. Let me handle the details. I've got this. It's easy to get wrapped up in what others have, isn't it? When you look around and see people who seem to be living easier, wealthier lives, it's tempting to feel envious. But let me tell you, that envy only steals your peace. Psalm 37 says, better the little that the righteous have than the wealth of many wicked. What I'm offering you isn't flashy or temporary. I'm giving you something deeper, peace, contentment, joy. When you trust me, you don't need to compare your life with anyone else's. You're free to live with gratitude, finding joy in the simple, the small, the things that last. The righteous will inherit the land and dwell in it forever. I want you to know that your future is secure in me. You don't have to scramble, hustle, or worry about losing out. I've prepared a place for you, a future filled with good things, and nothing can take that from you. It's not about temporary success or earthly treasures, it's about lasting joy, a peace that goes beyond anything this world can give. Trust that I am leading you into a life that will satisfy your soul in ways that nothing else can. Here's a promise I want you to hold on to. The Lord loves the just and will not forsake His faithful ones. I see you, I know you, and I will never leave you. Even when things feel difficult, when you're walking through dark times, my presence is with you. I'm not a distant observer, I'm right there, sharing in your pain, comforting you, and bringing hope to your heart. You can lean on me, I will always be your strength. And if you ever feel anxious, weighed down by worries or fears, remember this, turn from evil and do good, then you will dwell in the land forever. For the Lord loves the just and will not forsake his faithful ones. Living a good life, a life that reflects my love, isn't about following rules or being perfect. It's about opening your heart, letting go of anger, choosing kindness, and knowing that my grace is always there to guide you. When you turn from fear and trust in my goodness, you'll find peace. Psalm 37 isn't just a list of things to remember, it's an invitation to live with joy, trust, and freedom. You don't need to carry life's burdens alone. You don't need to worry about tomorrow or look over your shoulder at what others are doing. I am here, inviting you to a life filled with peace, with the promise of my presence. So come to me, lean on me, and find your rest. I promise, I will lead you into a future brighter and more beautiful than you can imagine. Trust me, and let your heart be at peace. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. You've probably heard that before, right? It sounds nice, maybe even comforting, but let's be honest, it's not always easy to do. I know that you like having things figured out. You like to understand, to plan, to feel like you're in control. But trusting me isn't about knowing every detail or having it all figured out. It's about letting go of that need for control, taking a deep breath, and saying, God, I'm putting this in your hands, even if I don't fully understand it. When I say trust with all your heart, I mean just that, all of it. Not a sliver, not a piece, not just in the parts that feel manageable or safe. I'm asking you to trust me completely, especially in those areas where things feel uncertain or overwhelming. Leaning on your own understanding feels natural, I know, but your perspective is limited. You see what's right in front of you, but I see the whole picture, the entire journey. So, when things feel unclear or even messy, remember that I'm leading you with purpose and love. I've got you. Then we come to, in all your ways submit to him, and he will make your path straight. Submitting, there's a word that doesn't always go down easy, does it? It can feel a little intimidating. But here's what I want you to understand. Submitting to me is not about giving up who you are or following a bunch of rules. It's about choosing to let me be your guide, allowing me to walk with you and show you a path that leads to joy and peace. When you invite me into every part of your life, not just the big decisions, but the small, everyday moments, you'll find that I'm making a way for you. I'm clearing the obstacles, making the road smooth, guiding you in ways that bring purpose and peace. Now, here's where it gets even more real. Proverbs 3 says, "Do not be wise in your own eyes, fear the Lord and shun evil." Sometimes, you might feel like you've got it all together, that you know what's best. But wisdom isn't about relying on your own thoughts or experiences. It's about recognizing that I have something greater to offer. True wisdom is humbling yourself enough to say, God, I need your perspective. And shunning evil? It's not about being perfect or never making a mistake. It's about choosing goodness, about turning away from things that pull you away from the love, joy, and peace I want for you. So when you're faced with choices, lean into my wisdom, trust my ways, and you'll find the strength to walk in what's right. Here's a promise for you. This will bring health to your body and nourishment to your bones. It's amazing, isn't it? When you trust me, when you let go of the need to do it all alone, it's not just your spirit that finds rest, your whole being benefits. Stress, worry, the weight of carrying everything yourself, it takes a toll. But when you lean on me, There's a deep peace that fills you, and that peace has the power to bring real healing. Trusting me is good for your soul and good for your health. So, let yourself breathe, let go, and let my peace settle into every part of you. Now, let's talk about generosity. Honor the Lord with your wealth, with the first fruits of all your crops. Giving isn't about what I need, it's about what giving does in your heart. When you choose to be generous, you're letting go of the fear of not having enough. You're saying, God, I trust that you're my provider. And that kind of faith, that willingness to give and share, it blesses you. It opens you up to receive more of the joy, the abundance, the goodness I have for you. So be generous. Let that generosity be a reflection of your trust in me, and watch how it fills your life in unexpected ways. Here's another truth, my son, do not despise the Lord's discipline, and do not resent his rebuke, because the Lord disciplines those he loves. Discipline isn't punishment, it's love. I'm not here to make your life hard or to put obstacles in your way. When I correct you, when I guide you away from something that might harm you, it's because I care deeply about you. Sometimes, my love looks like a closed door or a gentle redirection. I know it doesn't always feel easy, but every bit of guidance, every nudge, every no is me shaping you, helping you grow, leading you toward what is truly good. Then we come to one of my favorite parts. Blessed are those who find wisdom, those who gain understanding. Wisdom isn't just knowing a lot or having all the right answers. It's a gift, a treasure that I love to share with you. When you seek wisdom, you're stepping into a deeper relationship with me. You're allowing me to reveal things that are beyond your understanding, to show you insights that lead to a richer, fuller life. Wisdom is like a precious gem. The more you seek it, the more beauty, the more purpose, and the more peace you'll find. Come, all you who are thirsty, come to the waters. Asterisk, that's my invitation to you. And it's for everyone, whether you've had a good week, a hard week, or maybe a week that was a mix of both. I want you to know you don't need to bring anything special to me, just come as you are. You don't need to have all the answers, you don't even need to have it all together. I'm inviting you to come and find what your soul is truly craving. You see, I know exactly what will satisfy that deep longing inside you. Let me tell you something important. Asterisk, why spend money on what is not bread, and your labor on what does not satisfy? Asterisk, I know you live in a world that says, more is better, and encourages you to chase things that might look fulfilling but leave you feeling empty. That's the human way, isn't it? You look for security, happiness, and purpose in things that can't really give it to you. But I'm inviting you to a different way, my way. I want you to have peace that doesn't depend on your circumstances, joy that isn't tied to anything temporary. When you seek me, I'll fill your heart with something that lasts, something real. Asterisk, listen to me, and eat what is good, and you will delight in the richest of fare. Asterisk, I'm not talking about the things you buy, or the food you eat, though, yes, I know you love good food. I'm talking about the nourishment for your soul. When you spend time with me, when you let my words sink deep, you'll find strength, peace, and purpose like never before. I've prepared a feast for your spirit, full of my love, my grace, my wisdom. And you don't have to earn it. It's a gift. Just come and receive it. Now, here's where things get interesting. Asterisk, for my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways. Asterisk, I know that's a lot to take in. You've got plans, dreams, ideas of how things should go. But my perspective? It's a little different. You see what's right in front of you, but I see the whole picture. And sometimes, my ways might not make sense to you. There are things I might allow or moments where I might redirect you that might seem confusing. But remember, you're only seeing part of the story. I'm looking at the masterpiece. Trust me in those times, even when it doesn't add up. Asterisk as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways and my thoughts than your thoughts. Asterisk think of it this way, if you could see everything I see, if you knew the plans I have for you, you'd be filled with such hope and excitement. I'm asking you to trust that I'm doing something good, even when you don't see the full picture. Life might feel like a maze sometimes, but I am with you in every twist and turn, leading you towards something greater than you can imagine. You know, it's easy to get frustrated when things don't happen as quickly as you'd like, or when my timing seems, well, a little slower than you were hoping for. But my timing is intentional. Every delay, every redirection, every not yet has a purpose. When you trust my timing, you're choosing peace over pressure. Let me take care of the details. Rest in knowing that I'm never late, and I never miss a moment. I am faithful to my promises. As the rain and the snow come down from heaven, and do not return to it without watering the earth and making it bud and flourish, I'm painting a picture for you here. Just like the rain nourishes the ground, my words bring life and growth to your soul. When I speak something over your life, it will accomplish what I intend. My promises don't come back empty. You might not see the results right away, just like you don't see a plant grow the moment it's watered. But trust me, growth is happening, and my words will bring about the good I've planned for you. I want you to think about that for a moment. Asterisk my word will accomplish what I desire and achieve the purpose for which I send it. Asterisk this means that when I make a promise, you can count on it. My love is steady, my plans are firm, and my promises are true. You don't need to worry that I'll forget or change my mind. I am committed to seeing you flourish, to bringing beauty out of your life, even in the difficult seasons. And here's something I want you to hold on to. Asterisk you will go out in joy and be led forth in peace. The mountains and hills will burst into song before you. Asterisk imagine that, a life so filled with my presence that even creation seems to sing along. This is what happens when you walk with me. You'll find joy, not because everything is easy, but because you know I am with you. You'll have peace, not because everything is perfect, but because you know I am working in all things for your good. You're part of something much bigger than what you see. And here's the promise I'm making to you. Asterisk instead of the thorn bush will grow the juniper, and instead of briars the myrtle will grow. Asterisk in other words, I can transform what's broken, painful, or disappointing into something beautiful. The hard parts of your journey, the moments that feel rough and uncomfortable, none of it is wasted. When you give those parts to me, I can bring new life, new beauty, new hope. Just like a gardener transforms a field, I'm transforming your heart, your life, every day. This chapter isn't just words on a page, it's my heart for you. I want you to know that my ways may be beyond your understanding, but they are always for your good. When you're in a season of waiting, remember that I am working. When life feels confusing, remember that I am guiding you. When the road feels long, remember that I am with you, every step of the way. I am the one who began a good work in you, and I will be faithful to complete it. So keep seeking me. Keep trusting in my ways, even when they're higher and different than yours. I am here, and I am for you. My love for you is unchanging, my plans for you are good, and my promises are true. Here's a conversational, heartfelt script for Ephesians 2, as if God or Jesus is speaking directly to the audience, filled with warmth, encouragement, and light humor. Asterisk, for we are God's masterpiece, created in Christ Jesus to do good works, which God prepared in advance for us to do. Asterisk, did you know you're a masterpiece? Yes, you are a work of art, created with care, with intention, with a purpose that goes beyond what you see or feel in this moment. I know that might be hard to believe sometimes, but every stroke, every line, every detail of who you are has meaning. You're not here by accident or by chance. I designed you, and I don't make mistakes. Let's start with something simple yet profound. I love you. It's that simple, but it's also that big. You are loved, chosen, cherished. And because of my love, I wanted to create you uniquely, beautifully, with your own personality, gifts, and quirks. Yes, even those little quirks you sometimes don't like about yourself, I delight in them. I see you as a whole, complete creation, and I call it good. You're not just one of many, you are wonderfully unique, with a role that only you can fulfill. But I know it doesn't always feel that way. You live in a world that sometimes tells you that you're not enough, that you're missing something, or that you have to strive harder, do more, be more. But I want to remind you that, from the beginning, I've called you enough. I look at you with pride and joy because you're made in my image, and I created you with everything you need to fulfill the good works I've set aside for you. Now, when I say good works, I don't mean a long list of tasks or rules. I'm not saying you have to achieve some great title or reach a certain status. The good works I've prepared for you are more like opportunities to love, to serve, to grow, to impact the world around you in ways that are simple yet meaningful. Think of these good works as little seeds I've planted in your path, waiting for you to find them, to nurture them, to help them grow. Sometimes those good works are as simple as kindness. Sometimes it's being there for a friend, reaching out to someone who feels alone, or using your gifts to make someone's day brighter. Other times, it's stepping into new challenges, walking through doors that I open for you, even if they feel a bit scary. But remember, I've prepared these things specifically for you because I know who you are and what you're capable of. I know your heart, your strengths, and yes, even your weaknesses. And still, I've chosen you for this path. Asterisk, you were dead in your transgressions and sins, but because of His great love for us, God, who is rich in mercy, made us alive with Christ. Asterisk, let's talk about grace. My grace isn't something you have to earn. It's a gift, freely given because I love you. And this grace isn't just a one-time offer, it's something I pour out over you every day. Even when you fall short, even when you feel weak, my grace is there to lift you up, to remind you that you're forgiven, that you're covered in my love. Think of it this way, grace is like a safety net. When you stumble, it catches you. When you fall, it holds you. And every time you lean into that grace, you're reminded that your worth doesn't come from what you do or don't do, it comes from who you are in me. I am rich in mercy, and I love to pour out that mercy on you. So, when you feel like you're not measuring up, remember, I am here, and my grace is more than enough. Asterisk, by grace you have been saved, through faith, and this is not from yourselves, it is the gift of God. Asterisk, this salvation, this relationship we have, it's not because of anything you've done to deserve it. You don't have to earn my love, my forgiveness, or my acceptance. It's a gift, one that I gave freely because I want to be close to you. I want you to walk through life knowing you're loved, forgiven, and cherished. You don't need to strive for my approval. I've already given it to you because of who you are, my beloved child. Now, here's the best part. Not only are you my masterpiece, but you're also a part of something much bigger. You're not just an individual on a solitary journey. You're part of a beautiful, interconnected work that I'm weaving together with all my people. Each of you has a role, a purpose, a unique part to play. And just as you're influenced by the love and support of others, you have the power to impact lives in ways you might not even realize. When you live out your purpose, when you step into those good works, you bring my love to others, and together, you create something extraordinary. And yes, I know that sometimes things don't go as planned. Sometimes, the path seems confusing, and you wonder if you're really making a difference. But let me assure you, nothing is wasted. Every act of kindness, every choice to love, every step you take in faith is part of the masterpiece I'm creating through you. And I promise, one day you'll see the full picture, and you'll be amazed at what I've done through your life. So, when you're feeling unsure, when you question your worth or wonder if you're on the right path, come back to this truth. You are my masterpiece, created with love, with purpose, with intention. The good works I've prepared for you are right there, waiting for you to discover them, to walk in them, to make a difference in ways only you can. I want you to feel the weight of this promise, not as a burden but as a gift. You are loved, you are chosen, you are crafted with care. You're here for a reason, and that reason is to live out the beauty of who you are in me. So go ahead, be bold, be joyful, be you, because you are my masterpiece, and I couldn't be prouder. Romans 8. You know, sometimes life has a way of surprising you, doesn't it? The unexpected can throw you off course, making you feel as though you're floating in uncharted waters. But remember, you're never alone. I'm here with you, closer than you could ever imagine. I know that, right now, you might not have all the answers. Maybe you're wondering why things aren't going as planned, why you're facing certain challenges, or even what purpose there is in the pain. But I want you to trust this. Every single thing in your life, no matter how big or small, is working for your good. Yes, even the tough stuff. And I know that might sound hard to believe, especially when you're in the middle of it. But it's true. I don't waste a single moment of your life. Even the moments that seem dark, confusing, or downright unfair, I use every one of them to build something beautiful. Something that serves a purpose beyond what you can see right now. You see, I created you with love. I know your heart, your dreams, and your fears. I know what makes you laugh and what keeps you up at night. I know every hair on your head, every tear that falls. And in all that knowing, I see a picture so much greater than what you can see. It's like you're looking at a single thread, but I see the whole tapestry, the whole beautiful design that I'm weaving for you. And that's why I invite you to trust me. Trust that when things feel uncertain, I'm still steady. Trust that when you're tempted to let fear take the driver's seat, I'm right here, offering you peace. Because here's the truth, nothing can separate you from my love, not trouble, not hardship, not fear or doubt. Nothing in this world has the power to pull you away from my love for you. When Paul wrote this letter, he knew something deep in his heart, that when I'm for you, absolutely no one and nothing can stand against you. Not today, not tomorrow, not ever. So if you feel overwhelmed by the weight of the world, remember that I am the one holding it all, and I'm holding you, too. You're secure. And I know what you're thinking. maybe you're saying, but God, I'm not perfect. I make mistakes. I struggle. And yes, I see that. I see the moments when you stumble, when you doubt yourself, even when you doubt me. But you know what? That's okay. I knew all of that when I created you, and I loved you all the same. I'm not looking for you to have everything figured out. I'm inviting you to lean on me and let me carry the burdens that weigh on you. And here's something I really want you to hear. There's no condemnation for those who are in Christ, not 1 ounce. All those things you're worried I'm holding against you? Gone. Washed away. Because when you're in me, you're forgiven, and you're free. Free to grow, to love, to live out the purpose I've placed in you without fear. You don't have to do it all by yourself, either. Do you know I've given you my Spirit to be with you every single moment? The Spirit helps you when you're weak, prays for you when you don't know what to say, and guides you with wisdom and comfort. Think of the Spirit as a constant friend, a reminder that you're never alone, even in your quietest, loneliest moments. And I know you have dreams and desires on your heart. I put those there, you know. So when you feel that longing for something greater, something more meaningful, that's me inviting you to keep stepping forward. You see, I am always doing a new thing in you, calling you to rise up, to find joy in the journey, and to trust that what I've planned for you is good. Let's be honest, sometimes you're not going to understand the road I've mapped out for you. It might take some unexpected turns, maybe a few detours, and you might wonder, why, God? Why this way? But I promise you, the way I'm leading you is filled with purpose. It's filled with love and grace at every turn, even when you can't see it yet. And oh, let's talk about joy for a moment. Life isn't meant to be just a series of challenges. There's so much wonder to embrace, so much beauty I've woven into each day. That sunrise that takes your breath away? That's my gift to you. The laughter of a friend, the smell of rain, the warmth of the sun on your face, these are my ways of whispering, I'm here, and I love you. So, laugh, dance, be present. I want you to live fully, to find joy in the little moments and to trust me with the big picture. You see, my love for you isn't like anything else. It's not dependent on your success or failure. You're already fully known and fully loved by me, just as you are. You don't have to earn it. And you certainly don't have to fear losing it. So when Paul said that nothing could separate you from my love, he meant it. Not height nor depth, nor anything in all creation, can separate you from me. You're safe in my love, protected, held. So don't be afraid to dream, to hope, to keep moving forward. I'm with you every step of the way. Let me ask you this, what if you saw yourself the way I see you? What if you truly believe that I'm working all things together for your good, even when it doesn't make sense? I see strength in you that you don't always see in yourself. I see the way you care for others, the kindness in your heart, and I'm proud of you. So keep going. Keep trusting. Keep hoping. Even when things don't make sense, even when the road feels uncertain, remember that you are never walking it alone. I'm walking it with you, guiding you, loving you through it all. And here's the beautiful truth. In every challenge, every joy, every question, and every dream, asterisk, I am for you, asterisk, just hold on to that. Asterisk Philippians 2. You know, I made this world to be full of beauty, light, and love. And you're a part of that beauty, you know? You were made to shine, to bring something bright and good into a world that sometimes feels heavy. And yes, I mean that. I mean you. Don't let anyone make you feel like you're too small to make a difference. I designed you with a unique spark, a light that's all your own. But here's the thing, it's not always easy to keep that light shining, is it? Life can be full of challenges. Sometimes you're busy, sometimes you're tired, sometimes it feels like it's all you can do to make it through the day. I see that. I see the way you're working, the way you're holding on to hope, even when things don't go the way you'd planned. And I want you to know this, I'm here with you in every single moment. I'm not a distant observer, I'm right here, walking with you, loving you, and encouraging you to keep moving forward. I want you to live with joy, with purpose, and with a peace that no one can take from you. Paul wrote about this kind of life, one that shines. He said, "Do everything without grumbling or arguing, so that you may be blameless and pure, children of God without fault in a warped and crooked generation. Then you will shine among them like stars in the sky." What a beautiful image, isn't it? Stars in the sky. And I made those stars, every single one, just like I made you. Sometimes people think that shining means you have to be perfect. But that's not what I'm asking of you. I'm not looking for perfection. I'm looking for a heart that's open, that's willing to love and serve others, even when it's inconvenient. I'm looking for a spirit that trusts me, even when it doesn't have all the answers. When you live with this kind of openness, this willingness to be kind, forgiving, and compassionate, you're actually reflecting my light. You're showing others who I am through the way you live. And you don't have to do it alone. You know I've given you my spirit to guide you, to strengthen you, and to remind you that you are never, ever alone. One of the most powerful ways to shine is to be humble, just like Jesus was. Imagine it, Jesus, who had every right to demand recognition, who could have used his power to be served, instead chose to serve. He emptied himself, took on the nature of a servant, and gave his life for others. And that's the heart I want you to have. I want you to see people the way I see them, with kindness, patience, and love. And I know humility might sound like a hard thing to embrace. After all, the world often encourages you to put yourself first, to build yourself up, to compete for recognition. But here's the beautiful thing about humility, it doesn't take anything away from you. It doesn't make you less. Instead, it frees you to love without expectation, to give without needing anything in return. And when you live like that, you're a reflection of my heart. Sometimes you're going to feel like your light is too small to make a difference. You might think, how can my kindness, my love, my patience actually change anything? But think about how a single candle lights up a dark room. That's what you do, too. Every time you choose kindness over anger, patience over frustration, or love over judgment, you're bringing a little more light into the world. And don't forget, I'm working through you. Every act of love you show, every small gesture, every quiet moment where you choose goodness over bitterness, I'm using all of it. Nothing is too small for me to work with. So when you shine, know that you're not just a lone star out there, you're a part of my beautiful, vast design. One thing I don't want you to worry about is what others think of you. People might not always understand why you choose to live with love, humility, and forgiveness. That's okay. You're not here to please everyone, you're here to live as my child, to walk in a way that reflects my heart. And as you walk with me, your life will be a witness to my love and grace. And I'll let you in on a little secret. The world needs that light more than you know. People are hurting, searching for hope, for love that doesn't fail. And that's why I've placed you right where you are. Because through you, others can catch a glimpse of who I am. They can see that there's a different way to live, a way filled with joy, peace, and love. So let your light shine, even if it feels small, even if it feels like you're the only one in your little corner of the world. Because you're never alone. You're part of something much bigger than yourself, something beautiful that I'm creating. And remember, I'm always here for you. When you feel tired, lean on me. When you're uncertain, let me guide you. When you're afraid, let me remind you of my promises. I want you to live a life that's full, one that's filled with the joy of knowing you're loved, cherished, and secure in me. I see the way you're trying. I see the way you're working to shine, to live in a way that reflects my heart. And I'm proud of you. I love you exactly as you are, and nothing you do can make me love you any less. You're my child, my beloved, and you were made to be a light in this world. So, go out there and keep shining. Live in a way that brings peace, joy, and hope to others. Because when you do, you're not just reflecting a light, you're sharing my love with the world. And that, my dear, is exactly what you were made for. Psalm 139. Did you know I know you better than anyone else ever could? That's right, every thought, every hope, every worry you have, I know it all. I know you. I made you, after all. And not in some distant or accidental way. No, I was there, carefully and lovingly designing you from the very beginning, even before you drew your first breath. I don't just know the surface of who you are, I know every intricate part of you. Think about that. I know the dreams you hold close, the fears you've carried for a long time, and those little quirks that make you, well, you. And I love every single bit of it. Psalm 139 says that I searched you and known you. When you sit, when you rise, your thoughts from afar, I know them all. You're never outside of my care or beyond my notice. Wherever you are, I am with you. And I mean everywhere. You can't escape my love, even if you wanted to. And believe me, I know you've wondered about this before. Maybe you've thought, am I really seen? Do I really matter? Yes, you matter, deeply. You are my creation, crafted with intention. You're not just another face in the crowd. I made you with a purpose, a life that no one else can live but you. Even in your hardest days, when you feel lost or misunderstood, when it seems no one can quite see the real you, I see you. I get you. I understand what you're going through, even when words fall short. I know the details, the reasons behind your tears, your laughter, your dreams. And through all of it, I am holding you. Have you ever watched someone knitting or weaving something? It's a slow, careful process. Each loop, each knot, each pattern, they all come together over time to make something beautiful. That's how I formed you. The psalm says that I knit you together in your mother's womb. I wasn't in a rush. I took my time, making sure each part of you was just right. And I don't make mistakes. Not a single one. That means that all those things you might see as flaws, I see as unique touches. You're wonderfully made, wonderfully. I didn't cut corners, and I didn't leave anything out. Every detail of who you are is exactly as it's meant to be, and I am delighted with you. The psalm goes on to say, how precious to me are your thoughts. Yes, I care about what you think, what you feel, and what matters to you. You can come to me with anything, even the things you think aren't spiritual enough. If it's important to you, it's important to me. I know there are times you feel unsure about yourself. Maybe you look around and wonder how you measure up, or why you don't feel as put together as the person next to you. But remember, I don't compare you to anyone else. I see you as you are, and you are enough. In fact, I love watching you grow, seeing you become more of who I designed you to be. It brings me joy. And here's something beautiful to think about. My thoughts toward you are like grains of sand on the beach, countless, constant, and always good. Have you ever tried counting grains of sand? Even one handful would take forever. But that's how often I think of you, and it's all with love. You know, there's nowhere you can go where I won't be. If you're feeling close to me, I'm right there. If you're struggling, questioning, or feeling distant, I'm right there, too. Psalm 139 says, "If I go up to the heavens, you are there. If I make my bed in the depths, you are there." Whether you're celebrating, doubting, grieving, or resting, I'm with you, guiding you and holding you close. And here's a little humor for you. Sometimes, you try to hide things from me, don't you? As if there were a corner in the world I couldn't reach, or a thought I couldn't see. But I know you, even the things you keep hidden from everyone else. And you don't have to pretend with me. I invite you to be honest, to come as you are, because there's nothing you could show me that would change my love for you. So if you ever feel the need to put on a mask or hide how you really feel, don't do that with me. I want to know the real you. And you know what? I'm proud of the real you. You're growing, learning, sometimes stumbling, but all the while, you're becoming who I made you to be. I'm with you through it all. Remember, I've got a purpose for you, something only you can do. I made you uniquely, for this specific time and place. All those things you've experienced, all those things you carry with you, they're part of your story, part of how I'm working in you and through you. None of it is wasted. I want you to feel free to live out that purpose. Don't worry about having it all figured out. Just take the next step, and trust that I'll guide you. You don't have to rush, and you don't have to have a perfect plan. Just let me lead, one step at a time, and I'll show you where we're going. And remember, I'm here every step of the way, encouraging you, loving you, and reminding you of who you truly are. When the world tries to tell you who to be, listen for my voice instead. Let me be the one who tells you how loved, how valuable, how extraordinary you are. Because here's the truth, you are fully known and fully loved. There's nothing you could do to make me love you more, and nothing you could do to make me love you less. I'm with you in your joys, in your challenges, in every moment of your life. So go forward with confidence, with joy, with trust. Live out who you were designed to be, and know that I'm cheering you on every step of the way. You are my beloved child, wonderfully and fearfully made, and I am so proud of you. Alright, here we go. Let's talk about who you are to me. Because if I could show you my heart, just for a moment, I think you'd be surprised. Maybe you don't see it all the time, or maybe you're just too hard on yourself, but I see you as precious. I know every heartbeat, every joy, every pain you carry. There isn't a moment that passes that I don't know you, completely. Let's start here. I formed you. I created you. From the very beginning, I knew exactly how to make you, no extra parts, no missing pieces. I don't make mistakes. You are here on purpose. Every single thing about you was planned with care, with love, with my own hands. I didn't create you just to set you down and walk away. I created you to reflect my glory, to live a life that lights up with goodness and love. I made you to live in joy and freedom, not fear or shame. I know, life's heavy sometimes, and you feel the weight of the world on your shoulders. But you don't have to carry all that alone. When you walk through deep waters, I'll be with you. No water will overwhelm you, no fire will burn you. Maybe you're thinking, well, God, it sure feels overwhelming sometimes. I get that. It's hard to see past the waves when they're all around you. But that's why I'm with you, every step of the way. You don't have to see the way out, you only need to see me with you in it. I promised I'd be there, your helper, your protector. I'll never let the waves pull you under. Maybe you've heard a voice whisper, you're not enough. Or you're alone. Don't listen to that. I made you with my own hands. I put my own spirit within you. When I look at you, I see all that is good. You are not a collection of past mistakes. You are a beloved child, chosen and treasured. Can I tell you something? I look at you, and I see greatness, not the kind the world defines, but the deep-rooted, soul kind of greatness that I put in you from the start. That greatness is your capacity to love, to show kindness, to make peace, to bring hope. So, when you feel like you're just one in a crowd, or like no one really sees you, remember this: I am the one who calls you by name. Think about that. I know you by name. You're not lost, and you're never forgotten. My eyes are on you, and I delight in every step you take, every dream you pursue, and every time you just breathe in the wonder of being alive. Let me ask you this: have you ever felt the thrill of being loved, truly loved? My love for you goes deeper than any ocean, wider than the stars. When I say you're precious in my sight, I mean it. And I want you to believe it. Imagine how I feel seeing you shine. I smile when you laugh, when you create, when you show kindness. I made this whole world and everything in it, but it's you, my children, that make me most proud. All that beauty you see in nature, the mountains, the sunsets, the rivers, it all reflects just a small piece of the beauty I see in you. And when I say, I am with you, it's not just for the big moments. I'm there in the quiet, everyday moments. I'm there when you're just driving to work or making dinner or feeling unsure of what's next. You can talk to me, even about the little stuff. I'm listening. I care about every detail of your life. If it's on your mind, it's on mine, too. So, don't be afraid. Whatever tomorrow holds, you're not facing it alone. I've already been there. I know what's coming, and I've made a way for you. I want you to have peace and to know that my plans for you are good. I made you to live with courage, with joy, with purpose. You're meant to experience life in all its fullness, not just to get by, but to thrive. And here's the best part: I have called you to be a light. You have my spirit with you. Even in the dark places, you carry a light that cannot be put out. The world needs that light. Your kindness, your compassion, your laughter, and your strength, they matter. They bring me glory. Every time you love, every time you reach out, every time you lift someone up, you're showing the world who I am. And don't worry if you feel small sometimes. It's okay. You don't have to be strong enough on your own. You can rest in my strength. You can lean on me. There's no pressure to be perfect because I am with you, working through you, in your weakness and in your strength. So, my dear one, remember this: you are seen, you are loved, and you are never alone. The whole world could pass away, and I would still be with you, holding you close. Nothing you've done can separate you from my love. Nothing you've gone through can change how I see you. You are still precious to me. Forever. Let go of the things that keep you from peace. Release what you can't control. Trust me with your dreams, your heartaches, and your fears. I've got you. I've got all of it. I am here, I am for you, and I will never let you go. So walk with joy, and know that I delight in you, today, tomorrow, and always.